Hey there, I'm Brooke Thomas, and this is Bougie on a Budget, where I show you how to get really nice things, mostly designer clothes, really only designer, but mostly clothes, but also shoes, handbags. We were talking perfume, beauty at one point. This is where I help you still continue to get nice things, even though maybe, your budget is a little lower than you'd like it to be, a little different than maybe it was before. Okay, I have the front-facing camera on because I am on another trek for you all this week. Today is all about renting clothes. Let me take you somewhere. And this is just one of the options, but an amazing option at that. This is the Jenny Walker Archive. You have to see it to believe it. Right now, you are in the midst of so much Moschino that it's almost unbelievable. And if Jenny Walker sounds familiar, if you have followed my Instagram, you may have noticed that I myself have rented a few of these pieces. We'll talk about that in a bit, but also Jenny manages estate sales, and with, just a slew of different designer items and different brands and labels that can come with that. So I talked about estate sales and why you should be interested in them in a past video. Please go check that out if you have not watched it. But today we are talking about renting clothes, and this archive is all Moschino from every single era of the line, some of the most iconic pieces that you've ever seen down the runway, some of the most iconic pieces that you've seen in television shows. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. There you see me in awe and my reflection there. But the point of this video is this is just one of the options in my city, which there are options in your city. There are options online where you can rent pieces for special occasions, whether it be, you've got a big birthday, whether you've got an award show, whether you've got an event, you're photoshopping something. There are options out there. And I just wanted to take an in-depth look at this one because she has so much. It is so cool. Do you see that pink newsprint there? Yeah, it's amazing. But I want Jenny herself to tell you why she owns so much Moschino.
Vintage dealers tend to focus on a variety of brands for a big reach. And here you had so much of one brand in one place. It's unheard of, hundreds of pieces that it grew to over time. And then now it's thousands of pieces, but it's very overwhelming and for people to see that much in one place. So it was a real joy for people to see it. They joke, say, you should just do an exhibit and charge tickets for people to come see your collection. As far as I know, I'm the largest in the United States and could be the world, but I'm definitely within the world at least a top 3 collector, but probably number 1. I don't have any way of knowing, but for sure. But at least what's available for sale, what's available for rent, what's available for exhibition, I seem to have the largest that anyone can find.
Jenny's archive is represented by Clothed LA. And so if you're interested in renting a piece, especially maybe you'll have a stylist working for you, you're interested in one of these big daddy pieces over here like this one, which is funny because it is a teeny tiny dress. It is a very thin, amazing material, but you've seen that before if you're a fashion girly. And Jenny says not only does she own 2, but she's eyeing a 3rd one right now because her goal is to have one in every single size because she wants everyone to have an opportunity to rent things from her collection. Back to Clothed LA. If you are interested in renting something from this collection, you can check in on thejennywalkerarchive.com and all of the options and the directions exactly where you need to go to get your hands on these amazing items. That website will take you there. I've also got you covered, though, when it comes to things that aren't couture pieces, one-of-a-kind items that you're going to wear for an incredibly special occasion. Maybe you need something that's a little more pret-a-porter, right? So you have to go to work. Maybe you have a special occasion that's not that special. I completely understand. I actually use Rent the Runway. I've got you covered in this department too, okay? So Rent the Runway has a subscription service, and essentially you pay a monthly fee, and depending on which plan you get a certain number of dresses every month. I believe I get 20 items that I can rent. And I say dresses because that's mostly why I personally use the service, but they have bags, jackets, coats, pants, shoes, all kinds of things. I literally only look at dresses because for me, it's for work. And I like to wear dresses to work. It's simple to just have one piece. And for me, If I rent dresses only, that's 20 outfits. If I rent a dress and a skirt, that cuts down on my pieces that I'm using up, and that cuts down on the outfits that I'm able to rent a month. But for me, it's a perfect service because one, I can wear something different very often. Two, I don't have to own a bunch of clothes that I am only going to wear once or that I don't absolutely love. I don't need to own. I don't feel like I need to wear over and over and over again. I want to wear it once. I want to see how it fits. I want to see what it looks like on the show. And I want to send it back to its real home so someone else can rent it. There are options for men. Before you get started at me, there are options. What I need you all to do is Google men's ready-to-wear clothing rentals. See if there's something in person in your area and see if there's something online that matches your needs. Outside of Rent the Runway, there have been other options, other popular options. New York & Company, the clothing store, yeah, they actually had a rental service. I'm not sure about it currently because I didn't use it, but I heard a lot about it. There was a service I heard about, Nuuly, Nuuly. Also, my first experience with clothing rentals was actually handbags. My mother, years ago, this had to be back when I was in middle school or high school, my mom introduced me to this website. She was like, hey, look this up. Look how cool this is. It was called Bag, Borrow, or Steal. And when I was researching things to make this video, I actually looked it up and they are still up and running as a business. And so you should check it out just because it's really cool. Essentially, Bag, Borrow, and Steal is their play on buying, selling, or renting a designer handbag. Because some people, as you can see, some of these handbags, which I know have to have your jaw dropping right now. Things like that, you want something, and sometimes people are in a space where they're like, hey, listen, this is a $10,000 bag. I'm never going to own this, but I would like to wear it. I'd like to just sniff it. I'd like to feel it on my body and see it with my favorite clothes. And so for many people, just having a bag to wear to a special occasion or having a bag to wear for a while and then maybe eventually buying it or maybe sending it back and switching it out for another one. It's a business, and it's a business that obviously has been very lucrative for that company. But check it out just for funsies, even if you're not thinking of renting a handbag or things like that, just because it's a really, I think, fascinating business and it's been working for a while. But this is about clothes because I want you to know about the options to rent clothes. Rent the Runway, by the way, also has a service that is not subscription based. It is one-time based. And I believe I actually haven't used it personally. I'm just a subscription girly for work clothes, but they have more gowns, more evening event pieces for you to be able to rent. And they're really good about returns if you get something that's the wrong size. And I believe they give you multiple options if you have a really important occasion and you rent things, I believe, for 4 days, 8 days. I think those are the time frames. Just wear it and send it back. I hope you like the tips that I've had for you. This is, as I say, and as I've been saying, this has been really, really fun for me. And I'm glad to continue to do it. Thanks for watching.